Everyone was shocked. It's a big challenge and I like it. I like to accept.
I've never really the biggest server in comparison to a lot of the...
It's a lose-lose. For me, it's the win-win.
$10 million. That is the minimum figure Sporico is willing to attach to Alex Eala's off-court earnings between July 2025 and June 2026. It is an extraordinary number for a player still building her resume, but the sponsors are not slowing down. They continue to circle, line up, and submit new offers, recognizing a level of marketability that extends far beyond her on-court results. Eala herself has spoken about living with the unique experience of being compared to Michael Jordan in the Philippines, embracing both the pressure and the opportunity that come with that status. Ironically, she has often acknowledged that she has never been the biggest server compared to many of the other players on tour, yet her commercial appeal has become one of the biggest stories in tennis. Normally, this kind of financial success follows a Grand Slam title, a career-defining victory, or a championship celebration on a Sunday in Paris or New York. Eala has not reached a Grand Slam final, nor has she won a WTA Tour singles title. As of the WTA rankings released on June 29, 2026, she is ranked world number 32, holding a season record of 27 wins and 17 losses, with career prize money totaling $871,438. The contrast is striking. Her prize money and endorsement earnings exist in completely different financial worlds. That widening gap between what she has officially accomplished on the court and what the market has already decided she is worth off the court has become one of the most fascinating stories in modern tennis. To understand why, it helps to look back at center court on July 4, 2026, when Eala, seated outside the world's top 30, defeated defending Wimbledon champion Iga Swiatek in straight sets, winning 7-6 in a dramatic tiebreak that ended 11-9 before closing out the match 6-2. 2 days later, her tournament ended with a fourth-round loss to Jasmine Paolini, 6-4, 4-6, 6-3. Her Wimbledon run was over, but the interest from sponsors was not. In reality, they had already been there for months, long before that breakthrough victory, convinced that Alex Eala represented something much bigger than a single tournament result. The question is, why? When a young athlete becomes commercially valuable before becoming a champion, the instinct is to reach for the word hype. It is a comfortable explanation because it suggests that the excitement is inflated, that reality will eventually catch up, and that the market has simply made a mistake it will have to correct. But the numbers surrounding Alex Eala do not behave like hype. Sportico's 2026 rankings, covering the 12 months ending June 30th, placed her among just 7 women who earned at least $10 million in off-court income during that period, alongside Naomi Osaka. Both finished outside the top 10 highest-paid tennis players in the world, yet the comparison is remarkable. Osaka is a 4-time Grand Slam champion, while Eala has yet to win a Grand Slam title or even reach a major final. Despite that difference in accomplishments, the market has placed them in the same commercial category. In other words, it is no longer treating Eala as a promising young player, it is treating her as a valuable brand. This is also where the story often becomes distorted. Over the past 18 months, social media has linked Eala to a series of spectacular endorsement rumors, including a reported $45 million racket deal with Wilson, a $2 million sponsorship from Emirates, and even a $5 million offer from Louis Vuitton supposedly delivered in person by Bernard Arnault after her first-round victory at the US Open. None of those stories is true. A fact-check published by the Asian Journal identified the Wilson, Emirates, and Louis Vuitton claims as fabricated stories spread through Facebook pages designed to generate engagement, particularly among the Filipino diaspora. In reality, Eala remains under contract with Babolat and continues to use the Pure Aero 2023 racket. Yet the most revealing part of the story is not that these false endorsement deals exist, but that so many people found them believable. A fabricated Louis Vuitton offer only gains traction if the public can genuinely imagine Louis Vuitton making such an offer, and that very plausibility says more about Alex Eala's commercial value than the rumor itself ever could. Here is what her actual endorsement portfolio looks like, and it is worth examining carefully because the real list is far more revealing than the fake one. Globe Telecom, the Philippine telecommunications giant, signed Alex Eala when she was just 8 years old, before she had a WTA ranking and long before she resembled the player she is today. Nike provides her on-court apparel, while Babolat supplies her racket. The Bank of the Philippine Islands, one of the country's oldest financial institutions, has also partnered with her as an ambassador for financial literacy initiatives aimed at younger Filipinos. In July 2025, Eala was announced as an ambassador for Locally Juice, a Philippine beverage brand. Every one of these partnerships is verifiable and publicly documented, and together with any additional undisclosed endorsement agreements, they contribute to what Sportico estimates is more than $10 million in annual off-court earnings. This is where the story takes an important turn. The real headline is not that Alex Eala is being overpaid. It is that the sponsorship market has quietly recognized something the WTA rankings have yet to fully reflect. Brands have concluded that Eala has an exceptional ability to attract audiences in a way rarely seen from a player ranked where she is. That appeal was on full display at Indian Wells in March during her tournament debut in the California desert, where she drew such large crowds that Coco Gauff, competing on the adjacent court, acknowledged the atmosphere herself. According to the tournament's coverage on the BNP Paribas Open website, Gauff told the spectators, "Thank you guys for coming out here. I know you were mostly supporting Alex, but I have to say it's great to be on a crowded court." Coco Gauff is the reigning French Open champion and a former US Open champion, yet she found herself thanking the crowd on her own court for coming out to watch someone else. That was not simply a story about the Filipino diaspora or a niche fan base. It was a clear market signal. Gigi Salmon, Sky Sports' lead tennis presenter in the United Kingdom, echoed that sentiment even more directly in a Tennis 365 interview published in March. Reflecting on Eala's rise, Salmon said, "I remember Miami last year. I spoke to her a few times on that run through to the semi-final and the crowds were phenomenal. And this year in the Middle East, it's been sensational. In Dubai, it was like a pop concert. It was like Taylor Swift was playing. People were screaming." She went on to add, "I would say in terms of her appeal, the crowds that follow her, she might already be the biggest star." At the time, Salmon was talking about a player ranked outside the world's top 30, yet she compared the atmosphere surrounding Eala's matches not to another tennis event but to a Taylor Swift concert. That comparison highlights the point where the traditional analytical framework begins to break down. Historically, tennis sponsorship has been a lagging indicator of on-court success. You win a Grand Slam and the endorsement deals follow. You break into the top 10 and the luxury brands come calling. Eala has reversed that sequence. For reasons that extend well beyond her results, the commercial market has moved ahead of the rankings. The driving force behind that shift is not simply what she does with a Babolat racket in her hand, but what happens in the stands and across streaming platforms the moment she steps onto the court. For sponsors, the key calculation is no longer how many titles she has won, but how powerfully she captures attention wherever she plays. The commercial calculation is no longer centered on how many titles a player has won, but on how many people will pay attention when she competes. And by that measure, the numbers are already there. Kim Clijsters, a 4-time Grand Slam champion, former world number 1, and one of the most respected analytical voices in women's tennis, captured the phenomenon in terms few marketing executives would dare use. Speaking on the Love All podcast with Blair Henley earlier this year, Clijsters said that Alex Eala has to live with this life of being like Michael Jordan in the Philippines. She continued, "People just think it's online and it's in the news and everything. It's not easy," before adding a note of caution, "It's going to be very important for her to be protected a little bit from the craziness that comes with all of that and to keep focusing on what she has to do." This was not the opinion of an enthusiastic fan on social media. It was the assessment of one of the sport's most accomplished champions, comparing the scale of Eala's fame to that of Michael Jordan within the Philippines. Clijsters also highlighted the tennis reasons behind Eala's success, pointing to her left-handed game, a backhand she considers even more dangerous than her forehand, her ability to transition from defense to attack with remarkable speed, and what she described as a pit bull mentality. Yet it is the Michael Jordan comparison that carries the greatest significance because it is not about basketball. It is about the extraordinary commercial reach of a single athlete in a nation of more than 115 million people. That is precisely what sponsors are valuing. When global luxury brands, whether Louis Vuitton or others, evaluate Alex Eala, they are not looking only at the Philippines. They are also considering the millions of Filipino consumers living in the United States, Canada, Japan, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Singapore, Australia, and across Southeast Asia. From a commercial perspective, Eala represents not just an elite tennis player, but a uniquely powerful connection to a vast and highly engaged global audience. The market is also looking at moments like when Eala played in Dubai in February of this year, where the arena was filled with fans who had traveled from outside the city and purchased tickets specifically to watch her play. Emma Raducanu is the comparison the sponsorship industry continues to return to, and Tennis 365 highlighted that connection in its March coverage. Both players represent the intersection of tennis success and cross-continental cultural appeal. Both have fan bases that appear in numbers far beyond what their rankings alone would suggest. Raducanu's 2021 US Open victory sparked an endorsement surge reportedly worth tens of millions of dollars before her ranking had fully stabilized. According to Sportico, Eala has already entered a similar commercial category without a Grand Slam victory and without a main tour singles title. Her first WTA-level singles trophy came at the WTA 125 event in Guadalajara in September 2025, making her the first Filipina to win a WTA Challenger-level tournament, a significant milestone, but not the same as a main tour championship. The endorsements arrived before the biggest trophies. The commercial momentum came before the results fully caught up. None of this means the questions surrounding her on-court development have disappeared. When Eala lost to Jasmine Paolini in the Wimbledon round of 16 on July 6, with Reuters reporting a 6-4, 6-3 scoreline on a scorching afternoon, the reminder was immediate. She is still a young player who can be pushed beyond her limits by an elite top 10 opponent. Earlier in the year, after a 3-set defeat to Alicia Parks at the Australian Open, Clijsters noted that some fans reacted harshly enough that Rafael Nadal publicly defended Eala. The challenges are real. She is only 20 years old, yet she has already faced a level of attention and scrutiny that many players at her ranking never experience. The same crowds and global interest that make her commercially valuable also make every defeat more visible. But that is exactly why sponsors are moving now. The market has decided that the attention surrounding Alex Eala is not a temporary surge waiting to disappear. It is a valuable category waiting to be captured. The 7-woman list published by Sportico for the July 2025 to June 2026 period represents one of the most exclusive commercial groups in professional sports. That list includes Coco Gauff, a 2-time Grand Slam champion, Aryna Sabalenka, the world number 1, Iga Swiatek, a 5-time major champion, and Naomi Osaka, whose off-court earnings have made her the highest-paid female athlete in the world in multiple previous years. And now it includes Alex Eala, a 20-year-old ranked number 32 in the world, who defeated the defending champion at Wimbledon just days ago before falling in her next match, and who, by traditional measures, has not yet achieved the milestone that is supposed to unlock entry into that elite commercial circle. Yet she is already there. The door opened early because the market recognized something the rankings had not officially confirmed, and because an audience was willing to travel across continents to watch her compete before the sport's traditional systems fully caught up. This is the position Eala occupies now. Whether she wins a Grand Slam next year, the year after, or never reaches that particular milestone, the sponsors have already made their decision. They are not waiting for confirmation. They are already invested, already present, and already holding the door open.